Alright. We're gonna go to settings. Gonna make sure our settings are correct. Camera speed, double health, invincibility, save on, skip dialogue on, 60 FPS lock on, and then finally, language is simplified Chinese. Alright. So yeah, most of this run is going to be the exact same as all cards. If you look at my splits here that I've set up, it's basically the exact same all the way up to Pastel Horizon here. And then we have some dust grinds, and I put a split for the last part. It's probably not necessary. This split is going to be like less than 30 seconds, but whatever. Yeah, I guess with that, we'll get started. I guess the other reason I'm doing this is because it's basically the same as all cards, I can still use it to practice my stuff for other routes. I'm still working on grinding out the world record for any percent. Actually, just last night, I finished a run at 1:19:18, which is just good enough for, like, or maybe it was 1:19:19, I think. Yeah, 1:19:19. And it's just good enough for third place on the leaderboard, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll be submitting that later today or tomorrow, along with this run, which there is no one's on this leaderboard right now, so easy world record, I guess. Shrug? I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. So we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. As usual, we're going to hold the control stick here and jump as this cutscene ends to skip a second cutscene. You get to hear just how much I mash during this speedrun, which is honestly probably more than I should. But it's something you don't get to hear during my no commentary speedruns, because I just leave the mic off. I've gotten fairly good at this first part for now, so we're aiming for like a less than 3:15 certainly for this split. Ideally like a 3:13 or a 3:12. We'll see where we get. Okay, not bad, not bad. On to part 3 of this area. This is going well so far. I mean, we're only 2 minutes in, so that's not saying much, but a little light on dust there, but it is what it is. Give me that dust. Give. Alright, that could have been a tiny bit faster, because I had to double back for that one dust, but it's fine. Again, I'm not worrying too much about the time. This is mostly about practicing for other runs. Yeah, it was a little slower than I would have liked. But we're not going to reset. We're just going to go with whatever time we get, unless I hit some, like, major setback at some point. Then I might reset. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. We'll see what the time looks like. Alright, 3:15 is fine. Could be better. Should be able to get out of Drifting Pollen by 4:20 at the latest, but honestly a little bit earlier. It all matters, like, how well I... Basically, the entirety of this split is the Nano Assassin fight at the end. And how well you do that. That's what determines how good your split is here. Oh, I was doing well, and then I screwed it up. Alright. That's not too bad, though. He only moved once. 4:22 is a little slower than I'd like. I think I've gotten a little bit out of practice in 2D movement, and so my 2D is now a little sloppy. I went like a week without doing any runs, and it's starting to show, I think. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely starting to show, because I wasn't even pressing the right button. Oh boy. Okay. It's fine. We're not resetting for this. Yeah, you can see I've put a goal there of sub 140. I think that's definitely possible. This should be faster than the all cards run, because it turns out the little bit of dust grinding you do is faster than doing the Dustbound Village revisit and Nano Cleaner Zera. So overall, this should be a couple minutes shorter than the all cards run. Should be. We'll see how things actually go. Because the dust grind is also RNG. So there's a chance for it to go badly. But Yep. So far, so good. Stop here. Come on. Dust is a reasonable amount to have at this point. Always keeping an eye on my dust amounts. I've routed some dust drops out of the early segments, and it's putting me at like borderline. I have enough dust by the end of the first 4 dungeons. So, yeah. Oh. Screwed that up a little bit. Didn't go far enough up. Alright, and we've got a boss skip. on with this. Alright. Yeah, all these times are a little slower than I'd like, but overall it's not too bad. And again, no one else has run this category, so by default, completing this run is going to be a world record, so I'm just going to focus on completing the run. And just kind of set a pace for any future runs. And it'll be one of those things where if someone else feels like taking it, they'll have an easier time taking it, and then it'll be actually more interesting to try and take it back. I feel like it's more interesting if there's competition for it. That's why I haven't been doing a ton of all cards runs, just because no one else has been on that leaderboard, and why I'm mostly focusing on any percent. Okay. So far, so good. I gotta say, the strafe mechanic is... figuring out how to use that is a real game changer for the 2D segments. There's just so many spots in the run where it's helpful, I find. And I'm always finding more, it feels like. Like, honestly, I could probably use a strafe there to get that first cycle a little bit easier. I don't know how I didn't hit all 4 flames there, but I hit some of them. That's weird. Okay, I've got way more than enough dust. That'll be good for the second half of the Center City C-Note areas. Because it'll mean I have to get slightly less in Gwom, in particular. Alright, boss skip? Nope. That boss skip is sub-pixel perfect, so like, it's not surprising that I don't get it. But that was a very fast boss kill, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Flashing lights warning. I always forget to warn people, and I should be better about that. Could have done that slightly better, but it's fine. We're gonna turn in this dust since we've got almost a full tank. Minus 24 is 26. Minus 8 is 18. So we need to get 18 dust in the next 2 dungeons. That's not difficult at all. We should get a good chunk of that in Gustine alone. Maybe I should reset. I keep making... I'm just not awake enough yet, you know? I do that pause gliding there. There's actually a faster way to do that doesn't involve pause gliding by just turning into a car in midair at the right second, but it's a lot more precise and I'm way less consistent at it. And so doing it slow once or trying to do it fast 3 times, slow once wins. You know? Just a more consistent strat. Alright. This guy into the line of fire. Don't need to go back for his dust. Alright, so far so good. Turn in this key. 2 out of 3 dust there is not bad. Other key. Save while we're waiting for the key animation. Wish there was a boss skip for this boss. That was pretty good. Alright. What sort of dust amount are we at? 31. So I need 7 in Great Gwom. Alright, that should be pretty easy. There's 3 that I get for free, so 4 drops from enemies. Yeah, no problem. Oh. Supposed to split there. Thinking too much about dust. Let's go. Time to do a clip. The other major trick in this run. Oh, wow. Really? Okay. Turned into a car a little bit early there and got stuck. But yeah, you can clip through walls in certain situations like that. And it makes it a lot faster to get into here as opposed to going around and through a maze, essentially, to get here. I might have been sloppy enough over the last couple of things that I don't get the sub 20 Great Gwom, which is like a decent milestone for good times, but again, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I mean, it's a speed run, we're trying to go fast, but yeah. Alright. Also, it occurs to me, I don't actually have my notes up, because I have OBS up instead. I should fix that, but I'm not going to. Yeah, we're just gonna do it without notes. Oh yeah. Dust, not a problem. We just need one more piece of dust at any point, essentially. There we go. There's our one more piece of dust. And a friend. Okay. Shake it off. We're not even going to bother picking that one up. I can never remember if extra dust after the first set of 4 areas actually helps you or not. We've got another boss skip here. Just like that. Okay, yeah, we've well under sub 20 for Great Gwom, so I guess I didn't need to worry about that. Boop. 1938. Alright, we're going to clip back out. We're going to do another pause glide, so flashing lights warning coming up. We're going to turn in cards, then dust, then talk to the center. Right. Clip like that. Perfect. Pause glide like this. And down the elevator. Cards first, which are off to the right side. Mainly saying this out loud so that I remember, because I don't have my notes up. I don't think my notes tell me that, to be fair. Alright. Over here to turn in dust. And you know what? We are going to pull notes up. Alright. Yes, that added a little bit of time, but it's fine. It's fine. We're on that split. Okay. I've got my notes up. And I've got them up in a way that I can still see chat, just in case. Alright, and now we're heading up the elevator twice, where we're going to do a cutscene followed by a clip followed by another pause glide. So, get ready for all of that. Here's the cutscene. Coming up is the clip. We're going to clip through this fence up here. Like so. Get this card. And pause glide coming up, flashing lights warning. Yep. That is the longest and probably most important pause glide in the game. Or in the run, rather. Because it saves you a lot of time. Alright. Go through here, clean off some gravestones. But it does look like I kept my extra dust, so But no, I don't need to go down there until second pass, because I don't have the key yet. I need to clean the gravestones from up close. It's slightly faster because the dust doesn't travel as far. And you can't move while the dust is getting to you with these, for some reason. Other places in the game you can grab dust and have it kind of chase you around the screen. But here, you have to stand still as you're vacuuming the dust until the dust hits your vacuum cleaner. I don't know. Something weird about how these particular ones are coded. It's not a huge time difference if you do get it from far away. It's just micro optimizations, and given how close I am to world record for any percent, I've been thinking about those micro optimizations probably more than I should. We're going over here for a card. Get a little bit of dust while we're at it. Talk to you. Gonna make sure to talk to all the people that were formerly gravestones, because that's what unlocks the path forward. Except for this guy at the end. Does not need to be talked to. Feels like a pretty good Geof. Pretty good Geof. I gotta do Iwasaki, which is one that I always have trouble with. Both in terms of 2D and 3D movement. Oh, come on. Go up here. Hit this bounce pad, hit that bounce pad, turn back into a car. Cars can't bounce, everyone knows this. Gonna go up here. More pause gliding coming up, so flashing lights warning. Oop. No, 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 no! Okay, well, that's probably a reset-worthy thing. The jump didn't jump. Alright. Pause gliding over for now. Although, so we're going to go turn in these cards and then turn in the dust. And then come back up here and do one last pause glide before we get to the next 2D section. Actually, no, I lied. There's 3 more pause glides. There's a lot of pause gliding in this section. There's the cards. We're going to go back and turn in the dust at the top of the elevator, because it's more on the way. PC, I don't know what you're doing, but stop doing it. We're up to 71 dust. That's actually pretty good for that segment. Which means we should be pretty well set for the blue veil, I want to say. Alright. One pause glide number 1 coming up. 1 of 3. Right here. Okay. Pause glide number 2 coming up right here. Pause glide number 3. There we go, and we can get into 2D now. So having to climb the waterfall manually is going to cost me. We're going to grind out a little bit of dust here to make sure we have enough by the end of Clonwei in a minute. That was pretty good. We go northeast, northeast. Oh. Oh. Ow. Surprised I didn't get hit by any of those. Don't need the save point. That always looks cool when you do it. If you enter that screen at the right height and just walk straight to the left, you will not get hit as you walk through those ice cubes. Snowmen are particularly dangerous. They do 2 points of damage compared to basically everything else in the game doing 1. Like, the only other thing I can think of that does 2 points of damage is some of the attacks the final boss has, so just to give you an idea of how dangerous they are comparatively. Ow. Alright, let's not get too sloppy here. I don't think I need their dust or their health, so I'm not gonna kill those. I may regret not getting the health. Oh, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, yeah, everything's fine. I have 3 health now. That was a little dicey for a minute there. But that's the last thing that can hurt me in this area, so we're good. There we go. Is Iwasaki done? $33.11 is fine. Could be better. Now we're gonna go do Clonwei. So first we gotta go turn in dust. We have to turn in dust after every area in this part because we get so much in an area, but we also need 150 and our tank only holds a limited amount. Oh, doing this wrong, but it's fine. Distracted myself by trying to explain the dust drop-offs. It's fine. Perfect. So we need to end the next section with ideally exactly 50 dust, but at least 50 dust. We have 3 going in. The crystal's going to be worth 36, so I need to pick up 11 more. Pause glide over that fence. Oh, come on. Give me that. Yes, there we go. Actually, this is a case where it doesn't matter if we get a little bit more dust. In other spots, you want to get exactly the right amount of dust. Actually, I take it back. It doesn't matter for this route. In any percent in all cards... Hang on. I need to concentrate on this a little bit. So in any percent in all cards, it matters at the last segment where you get 150 dust when your prism holds 350. And the reason it matters there is you have to actually wait for the cutscene that says when you're dumping all your dust. So having more means you have to wait a little longer, I think. Although, I don't know. The thing I said there may be a complete and total lie. I'm honestly not sure. Alright, we're just going through this 2D section. I don't know how I managed to destroy 3 boxes with 1 attack, but I'll take it. Oh, I was too aggressive on that corner. There we go. I still need 1 more dust. Every time. I'm prone to forgetting this room exists. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Alright. Test chamber 3. Actually, I think it's 4. Not paying enough attention. Do that. Get you to come back over to this button. Give me dust. Yes. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Do that. There we go. Nice and easy. Turn in that key. Remember that this room exists, which I always forget for some reason. Straight back down. Put you in the jam. Alright. And split right about now. Alright, we've got one more card to collect, which means one more, in this case it means one more instance of pause gliding, so flashing lights warning coming up. Right here. Alright, and now we're going to attempt to go turn in these things, but instead cutscenes are going to happen, so let's go watch cutscene. Cutscene, cutscene. Yeah! Alright, I think I've gotten the navigation down on this next part pretty well. You have to be pretty tight in your navigation during this segment so that you don't drop out of car form and end up doing a very slow, like, stagger and fall over animation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This screen isn't tight. It's the next screen that has the tightest window that you have to get. So you have to cut these corners pretty closely. And then I just try to stay as close to this right rail as I can. And you can hear the detransformation noise play as I enter the screen transition. Spam pause there to get up on that rail. And we're good. Okay, I didn't drop out of car form in all the spots where I can avoid it. You can't avoid it for this cutscene, which means we're going to come out of this cutscene and immediately fall over. And we'll see the animation that I'm talking about, where it's a slow animation where you can't move and it takes a lot of time. Which is why we want to avoid it, because we're trying to go fast. Fall over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 steps, and then you can turn into a car again. And even if your car is slowed down a little bit here, it is still faster than walking. Going into the tower, fall over. Can't turn into a car here, so we're just gonna talk to this rune as soon as we can. And then we're gonna fall down this shaft. These mushrooms bounce you back up, these floating things. So we want to avoid that where possible. Float down that. Get up here, and then here we have to do a jump right near the end to avoid falling over right before we make that screen transition. Here we're going to jump a bunch because the timer that tells you when to fall over again only ticks when you're on the ground. And now we've got this dog that's going to eat our fruit. And we have to punish him for it, I guess, by shooting him. It's not what this is, but you know what I mean. We're going to fall over here. He's going to jump there. Then he's going to jump to right here. And then back to over there. And we're going to get in there. 43-17. We're going to hold down and right as we come out of this cutscene to displace ourselves closer to where we need to be. Alright, Dustbound Village. The Dustbound beatdown segments in particular are still something I struggle with. We'll see how that goes. There we go. That's as far down as we need to get. Just minor course corrections as we head over here and watch a funeral. Talk to Drem, talk to Elegy. And then we're heading to the train station. This is totally a train. What are you talking about? We're going to hold down and right as we exit this cutscene for another displacement. Again, just trying to get closer to our destination while we can. And then we have... Oh yeah, first we do gardening 1. Maybe it's farming 1, I don't recall. It's been a while since I've played this section with readable English text. Our strategy here is just kind of sit here and take it. That's gardening 1. Now we're going to go do ritual 1. Again, go to the train station. There's a lot of routine and repetition in this section. It's all very thematic. But in terms of the speedrun, it means doing some fairly similar things over and over again. And here we get Dustbound Beatdown, number 1. Sit here and spam. Quick time event. And then for the finale, we've got this back and forth motion. Alright, that wasn't bad for Dustbound Beatdown 1. Now we're going to do Gardening 2. stop that. Man, I'm just getting hit by everything today. It's fine. Your health is not a problem in that section. It can be in Gardening 1 because you have that middle room where your strategy is just sit there and take all the hits while you wait for the thing to die. But in Gardening 2, it's not really a concern. Now we're going to go do Ritual 2, followed by Wrestling 2. So far, so good. Back and forth here. We'll stand on the other side. But first, we're going to have a quick time event. Wrong button. It's fine. Now we're going to do some more back and forth. And then spit you out. So you can displace in this cutscene too. It doesn't change anything, but you can get silly effects like that, where you just kind of spawn standing on top of the other character. Alright. From here, we're going to go back to the train and do Ritual 3, followed by Wrestling 3, which is the last part of this split. And then we'll be done with Dustbound, other than cutscenes. One of these days, I'd like to get done with desertNPC in less than an hour. I don't think this is going to be the run, but actually, I take it back. This, for all cards, that's not hard, because you don't have to do the dust grind. I want to be over here-ish. Perfect. Getting that done in 2 cycles like that always feels great. I've only done it once or twice at this point. Anyways, got some bunch of cutscene here. Yeah, so desertNPC probably will be done within an hour because I forgot. I'm thinking in any percent where I want to get done with desertNPC within an hour. But in that case, you have a dust grind in between leaving Dustbound Village and doing desertNPC. So that's what makes that a close thing. Whereas here, it shouldn't be close. More cutscene. This is a fairly lengthy cutscene, and we split kind of in the middle of it. I use the sound effect to help me know when to split, just so that it's consistent. It's the 2D to 3D transition sound effect. There. You can kind of also see the screen flash. It's something that there would have been text there if we didn't have the skip dialogue option on, a text and an animation. But one of the reasons you run you have the skip dialogue option on is to speed those up, because there's a lot of transitioning between 2D and 3D. Who would have thought? Anyways, yeah, we're back at the center. Alright. So we're going to go do desertNPC next. And then I got to remember that I'm on essentially on the all cards route. Elevator, go over here. So yeah, in any percent you do a dust grind right now. Instead, we're going to do all our dust grinding at the end. I haven't actually timed it out. Maybe it would be faster to do... Oh, no. We need the cards before we can turn in all that dust. So no, we need to go get the cards first. So yes, we have to do the dust grinding at the end. Talk to this tree. And desertNPC, here we go. The only slight difference here is we don't need to pick up the collar pieces since we're doing the bad ending. Collar pieces are only needed for the good ending, so I'm just going to skip the chest in this section that you would normally see me pick up. Excuse me. So yeah, normally I would pick up this chest here, but instead we're just going to ignore it. To check the window, and I realized recently that my pathing in this segment actually matters a little bit more than I previously thought, and that I had it wrong. So we have a little bit of a faster pathing to do here, and it's after this screen. You're going out the left side, and you're going up. You're going right, then you're going up, then you're going right, then you're going up. And it's one fewer screen you have to traverse, so it's therefore slightly faster. Check the computer, and go to bed. Check the window. See that the gargoyle is gone. Leave. Go to work. Come back. See that the gargoyle is back. And by back, I mean in front of our apartment. Check the computer. Go to bed. Skip a whole bunch of dialogue and cutscenes. And then leave this area. And we're basically done. With this split, that is. There we go. Alright. Now is New Theeland, which is a long, complicated split, because New Theeland is a long, complicated area. We're gonna finish opening up the area by talking to these trees in the right order. We're gonna make a slight detour for a card over here that's in a chest in this pile of rocks. There we go. And here we go. That's the last tree. Now we can enter the 2D area. Gotta remember to push the button for the gate. Yeah, you can see desertNPC there under an hour was not particularly difficult. It's a much closer during the any % run. Alright. We're in the Nexus. We're gonna run over here and hit this button. It gets passed through that gate later. From the other side. Enter the book. Alright. 3, 4. Gonna go basically straight down. So meta puzzle in this New Theeland area is to talk to all of these blocks in the right order. Ooh, we want to go over here. Got the first 2 blocks. And that basically dictates our path through this entire area, so... So as a reminder, for the bad end, in addition to... We need all of the cards, and we need a full Prism of Dust. So we need 350 dust by the end. So expect a decent amount of dust grinding at various points. Alright, we need to just take one of these down here. So these pink diamonds cannot be inhaled and they can't be shot, but you can hit them with other enemies to destroy them. And they're the targets you actually have to destroy in these rooms to unlock the path. And I'm not doing a very good job of doing it quickly. Oop. Computer, don't steal focus like that, please. Okay. And we get a fake dust crystal. I call it a fake dust crystal because it doesn't actually give you any dust in your tank, unlike real dust crystals. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to talk to this block. kill specifically the Waldo slime. Here we're gonna kill these two snowman slimes without killing the baby slime in the middle. And here we've got a jumbo slime, which we don't need to kill, we just need to shrink. Which we do by killing this inner slime. Okay. Yeah, we've already got enough dust that we will have a full tank by the end of this section, so I've forgotten. Oh, right, kill room. Go straight east. See, this is why I need my notes up. Come on. Do I need to kill the slimes too? No, I just need to kill the guy in the center. Okay. Talk to that block. Kill this slime, because we'll need to get through that gate over there earlier. Or later. Words. Time is warped and meaningless. Kill this slime so we can get to this block. And now we do a trading minigame. Which, this is an interesting implementation of trading minigame IMO. And yes, I did just say IMO out loud. What are you going to do about it? Alright. Bottle. Cow. Hat Kid. Squinty. Ghost. King. Pink Hair. Charlie Brown. Knight. Shield Maiden. Get the shield. Boop. Alright. We're leaving via this room. And then go over and up, because there's another block over here. That's block number 6. One more block to get. Go east a screen and then straight down. There's block number 7. And then we shortcut this puzzle because we already know the answer. The boots are right there. And then it's I don't know. Oh, right. It's until you get here and then south. There. Through the door maze, and then right, do this to go turn in the 4 artifacts. And then speak to you. And then go back to where we were. Here. Because this is a faster way to get to the boss. And it's boss time, Mr. Guy. Man, tight navigation on the raft is tough. Oh, I glitched something out there. Go around in circles to make this guy dizzy. And boss time. Which is... looks random, but is always exactly the same. And so you would think I would learn to not go after that sword, because you cannot get it in time. But I always forget. Oh, I missed a hit. That's bad. Well, that's a little bit of time loss. There we go. Oh, I was almost dead. I was not paying attention to my health at all there. Well, it worked out. I did not die. I don't remember when the last time I saved was. That could have been very bad. Full tank. So let's go turn in some dust. Just as soon as we split right about here. We'll go this way. Yep, we're basically just heading back to the center via the usual route to turn in some dust. Turn in dust. Next is Loquat Skelgum, which is not going to look very pretty because I still haven't really practiced it and figured out a route per se. It's just trying to do it casual but fast, you know? But oh well, what are you going to do? I know what you're going to do. You're going to actually practice, you dummy. Turns out, when you practice, you get better at things. Wow, who would have thought? Startling revelations with Code Gorilla. Alright. Talk to you. Drive around the big hill. To the desert cactus patch over here. And talk to you. And then we're driving over here. We're going to make a quick detour for a card that's on this cliff. In this chest right here. And then drop down here, talk to these guys, and we can go into this 2D section. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I just realized my notes. Hang on. I'll finish that thought when I don't need to concentrate on this. Okay. I just realized my notes, because I copy-pasted them from my all cards notes, still tell me to go get collar pieces at various points, which you definitely don't need or want to do. So, granted, all the collar pieces are basically free on the all cards route, so we're not going super far out of our way for any of them. But there's just no reason to go even a little bit out of our way. Oh, I was supposed to leave that particular ribcage alone. Right, okay. Forgetting how to do things already. Yeah, okay. That's good. Shoot, I did not want to pick that up yet, because I need to get that into position first. So we'll do the much slower going back for this one. It's fine. Bring you down here. Nah, that's good enough. Because I just need to be able to get over here. Do need dust. Do need a lot of dust at the end of this, so it's worth picking up dust where it appears. There we go. Open the chest. Now go to the secret area. Oh. Come on. I guess I'm not very good at anticipating when it's gonna fire. There we go. I was worried that wasn't going to be close enough, but it was. Yeah, I take a lot of damage there, but it doesn't really matter. I believe there's a free save point on the way back. Or even if there's not, you don't take a lot of damage in this section. Like, the shooters with the rib cages in this area don't deal damage to you. Alright. Gotta remember that we have reluctant keys for this section. So every one of these screens that you go into, you're gonna have to... oh, crap. You know what? Just reset the room. There we go. Get that. That. Get you. Get you. Come on. Pull this into position and then shoot it, because you need maximum distance on that one. This time you can just shoot, and that's good enough to let you talk to the key, which is all you really care about. Bring you up a little bit and shoot you. Alright, almost done with this section. I don't need the health. And now for spectacular dodging. I wonder if I studied this more closely, if there's an actual spot where you can stand and never get hit. This is close. You only get hit, I think you get hit twice. Yeah. Oh, you do get hit 3 times. Okay. But it's, like, who cares as long as you don't die, because you're going to get full healed when you get the crystal here, so whatever. I need to go up the hill because I need to go do orb now. Orb. Orb, 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 orb. Talk to the orb. Enter the orb. Do fashion minigames in the orb. Alright. 2 cards to get in this area. One is for completing the fashion minigame, which we're going to start here. And one is just in a chest at the top of the area. So if I recall correctly... So that chest has a collar piece. We're going to skip it, because again, we don't need the collar. But you do still have to talk to the person behind that door to be able to get the key, so... We're not saving much time by skipping that chest. And it doesn't matter if you actually listen to people's wishes for these outfits that you make. Right? Yeah. Sorry, just double checking my notes to make sure I had actually talked to the right person there. We're at the very top. It's not this one, it's you. And then we get that card in that chest. Oh, nope. Too far. Could actually finish the minigame. Minigame complete. Now we can go get the card. And then we're gonna take the warp pad out, go through this gate we opened earlier. And pop back out here. And then this is a spot where we would normally pick up the collar base, but again, we don't need to. We don't care about the collar. We're not even going to go see the dog again. Instead, we're just going to drive along the beach to Pastel Horizon, which is right in here. Get back to the Nexus, which has the warp to Pastel Horizon, but this wasn't active a moment ago. We're gonna follow these cherry blossom petals. Until we get stopped by ghosts. Right there. We're gonna turn on this machine, get rid of the ghosts. Still need dust, so still picking those up where I can. We're gonna have to grind in one of the pico scale segments a little bit later. You'll see it when it comes up. this. That grind is going to be faster than just killing random enemies here, so you'll only see me kill the ones that actually matter for progress, even though they're kind of in the middle of our path. Go up here. Go up here. Get this dust and this card. Straight east until you see the flying enemy, and then south. That gets us to the village, where we need to talk to you. Oh. Don't go in the water. Here. No, I want to go left. Right. To the side, not down or up. Words are hard. Alright. Here's the Pico skill segment. We are going to be grinding a little bit in the last room here. First, let's actually unlock the gate. And now let's grind. We're going for a full tank. And you can see you can grind pretty quickly there. Because the turret's bullets will kill the slime, so you use that to help you a little bit. There we go. 90 dust. Full tank. We're good. Talk to you. Because that's the last place to get dust naturally in Pastel Horizon. Anything else you have to go out of your way for. Should be able to go across the ghost bridge now. Ignore that chest. That has another collar piece, which again, we don't need. But we need the card that's in there, so. Should have all the cards now. And then in all cards, you'd leave via the beach exit, but instead we're going to leave via the tree exit and go turn in our cards and dust. That is where I'm supposed to split. So now we have the great and wonderful and exciting dust grind. A grind so nice we do it twice. Oop, that's the wrong way. I don't know why, but I always want to instinctively turn right as I enter that room, and that's just wrong. So, we're going to go turn in cards first. I forget if I have to sit here and turn in cards multiple times. I should have double-checked this before I ran this category, I guess. It looks like I do. Yep. Oh boy! Get to watch this cutscene 3 times in a row. One more time. Good, that means I do have all the cards. I don't have Palisades card. I didn't route in... Right. I had to go back to... No, it's just bad ending. I don't actually need all the cards. Okay. Moment of panic there. Forgot about that cutscene. Probably just telling me that I need to fill the dust prism. You can tell I haven't done this portion of the run very often. At all, ever. I did the bad ending once casually, and that was a while ago at this point. Alright, pause glide coming up here, so flashing lights warning. Drive up this wall and cleanly over that gate. Turns out this is just the fastest place to grind dust. Or at least, once you factor in transit time too, it's faster. Because, like, you probably grind dust faster in that New Theeland slime room, but getting there takes so much longer that it's just not worth it. I didn't turn in my dust. I'm an idiot. Well, that's a time loss. That's a pretty big time loss. Oh well. Okay. Let's turn in the dust. Dummy. And now we're gonna grind. Well, now we've opened the gate, so I don't need to pause glide over the gate. I can just drive right on through, which is slightly faster. Pause gliding is actually slow, it's just good for things where you couldn't make the jump otherwise. Yep. This is what this part is. Basically, a couple minutes of this, go turn in the dust, come back, do it again. Isn't this exciting? Like, this is the reason why I don't think you should run this category, basically, at all. If I'm honest. Ooh. Because, basically, you're doing this boring grind and cutscenes instead of, like, the most difficult and interesting part of the run in Nano Cleaner Zera. And so, like, why would you run this? Like... But here we are. I mean, I know why I'm doing it. It's for the memes. And so I can have 2 world records for this game. 2 uncontested world records. I feel like there's a pretty big asterisk on that. Yeah, so now for Dust Grind 2, we only need 80. Woo! Because we only need 350. Come on. Come on. I don't know why I have trouble with that jump sometimes. Alright. one more grind. This grind is actually going pretty well, I feel like. Alright. Yeah. There we go. 84 dust. We only need 80, but a little extra doesn't hurt. Turn in the dust, and we should have a full prism. Yep, full prism. Here we go. Hey Turbo, we're almost done. We have like less than 30 seconds left in this run. Because time's coming up basically right after I talk to Sea Psalmist and Sea Visionary right here. Time 1:35:48. Could have been better, because I did definitely forget to turn in the dust before doing Dust Grind 1. But also, like, I don't think I care enough to redo this run, because, like, again, just doing the Dust Grind instead of, doing Nano Cleaner Zera, I'd rather do the hard and interesting thing, you know? But hey, we completed the run. I can submit this. It can go on the leaderboard. It'll be a world record because no one else has run the category, so neat. And we get to sit through this creepy cutscene and see why this is called the bad ending. Yeah, like, so basically the reasons to run this category are A, for the memes, and B, you do actually practice like 90% of the all cards route, everything but Nano Cleaner Zera. So like the practice part is valuable. Which is why I decided to kind of do that on stream here today. So yeah, let's set this to English. Review the settings again for verification purposes. And load back into the file. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So I am just now realizing that getting the bad ending does not save your game. Getting the good ending and going through the entire credits and sitting through all of that saves your game at the end of it. Getting the bad ending does not. Because this is going to be before, like, on the way to Pastel Horizon, I think. If I load back into this. Which means I can't do a proper verification of the cards. Yeah, this is at the beginning of Pastel Horizon. I hit this save point. And so I'm still missing the 3 cards from Pastel Horizon. But it doesn't matter, because getting all the cards is not a requirement of the category. I just need to achieve the bad ending, which I had enough cards to reinforce the prism, so I don't think this verification that I'm doing here is actually necessary. But yeah, there's 3 Pastel Horizon cards that I don't have. Huh. Neat. Good to know. But yeah, that's it for this run.